that part of your body is your brain. You know, and so when you talk about that stuff, that's probably what they were referring to. And so our neurologic system is throughout us. It's not just over here. It's just the CNS.
Right.
And we got the rest of us. So we want to integrate that. So there's a lot of, in terms of Western science, there's a lot of ways we can explain intuitive, found out empirically. 1,000 years ago. Okay, so I'm going to break things down for you. So you're stepping off. Go ahead and step into your left front. Just like you're starting. So even when you're doing the thrusts, keep your thumbs tucked, like you have them now.
Okay.
So even from right, perfect. Go ahead. Now, this is 90 degrees. This is that's
too much.
That's like they used to do it many years ago. Your hand position is perfect. You're going to have this like a spear. So your hand is not like this, which you're not doing. You're doing it perfectly like this. And it's like what they say, skoshimizu, a little water. It's like you hold a little water in the palm of your hand, and as it comes out, so this is perfect. This distance and the point of your elbow, your left round, biceps, your thumb. So we're not, and you're right, just the way you are. I'm just confirming it. We don't want it in here, we don't want it out here, just so you have a landmark. Against your side, that's where your elbow, tip of your elbow should be. The top of your hand, and you're doing this correctly, should be no further in or out than the tip of your shoulder, and no higher. So it's just right. And you should be able to. What you're doing is you are making your upper extremity into part of your body. This is a key concept. Okay? You don't want the arm to be out there by itself, because your arm strength, no matter even if you can, you're a big strong guy, your arm strength is not as strong as somebody's body. So you want your arms to be part of your body, and your body to be part of your grounding. Then somebody your size can become extremely effective. When you draw back, this is the way I do it. I actually come to my incubus faucet. And then I bring it straight back. Only thing different is drop your shoulder. And keep this. This will be level with the ground. It will be like this, like some styles. It will be up here, even as the shoulder drops. So the traps are activated. This is horizontal to the ground. And then when you thrust. Okay. Good. You don't want to completely lock your elbow.
Oh, right.
Just maybe 5 degrees or 10 degrees left. That's because there'll be cumulative injury to your elbow if you keep locking it out. So stop just short. Okay, now make that into a fist. Now, if you're going to push against me, more, and step through. Again. Good. Switch. Okay. Push. Keep this, let the energy just flow through. It's very good. Very good. You're actually, you can relax. So you're actually at least on par for what I would expect for your rank. Actually, you've exceeded it. There's a lot of people who are even black belts when if you have them put their fist against you and I start walking against them, they can't stop. But if you're going to have an effective strike, it's not an arm strike, it's a body strike. It's like a hammer and a nail. This is the nail, this is the hammer. Or a car with a bumper. This is the bumper, this is the car.
So if you get hit by a car, is it the bumper that's hurting you?
Yeah.
Or is it the 4,000 pounds in back of the bumper that's hurting you?
Right.
Think of that,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So when you strike, it's your whole body striking that person. It's not the arm. See, I can go like this.
Right, it's not an arm thing.
That's an arm thing. It could hurt you. It should.
Sure.
But if the whole body is behind it.
Right.
So that brings me to another point, which is when we get past Sanchin, when we step and strike, you don't step and then strike. Now that's the way you're taught early on because we have to teach you in an organized fashion as a sequence.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll give you a preview if you're not already doing it. As you get into brown belt and beyond, you're going to want to step and strike at the same time. Can you picture the difference in the amount of energy that you're transferring if your whole body is moving?
Right, like a locomotive.
Yeah, right. So I don't go step and strike. I go together. And that at least doubles the amount of energy transfer.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to practice that.
Okay, cool.
Let's do Kanshiwa.
Okay.
And let's go slow. Don't do any of your strikes snapping. You know, you've seen Tai Chi Chuan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how slowly they do everything. Well, sometimes it's good to do your kata that speed because it'll make you practice when you transfer. And you won't just be falling from one stance to the next. Control.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you mean. So I take a lot of time practicing this weight transfer. This comes when you step almost to each other. And as I said before, it's not about perfect stances. It's about structure and balance. And what's the other piece? Movement.
So the old Chinese teaching is you should have a root that's as deep as you are tall, just like a tree.
Mm-hmm.
If a tree is 100 feet tall, the roots are supposed to be 100 feet deep. Not all of them are, the palm trees do. That's why people fall.
Right.
So, in Tai Chi, they talk about the 9 bending pearl. And what that means is you have 9 angles if you start with your ankle, your knee, your hip, your waist. It adds up to approximately 9 angles. That the energy from the ground, which is your infinite source of power, there's no limit to what you can take from the earth. If you choke up that energy at every one of these angles, you start to flow. So you have to have strong structure, but you have to be relaxed at the same time. It seems like a paradox. How can you be strong and relaxed, but you can't? And that's what you want to strive for. So the appearance of strength through hardness and rigidity is a false illusion. You see guys big guys who used to weightlift.
Right.
You know, or goju.
Right. Right.
It's just a good way to handle it. It's high pressure.
Right.
So you want to. That's why we say half hard, half soft. What does it mean? It means that it's not just sharp and soft. It's just hard. You find it in every manifestation of Weiji. And Weiji didn't invent it. You know, it's the most kung fu styles